Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox, where we talk about all things Xbox from the original to the Series X, and today we'll be taking a closer look at the 2009 Western-themed first-person shooter Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood. And this was developed by Techland, the same team behind the popular Dying Light series, and published by Ubisoft. This game was released on PS3, Windows, and Xbox 360, and lucky for us, it's now backwards compatible on the Xbox One and Series consoles where I played it today. Bound in Blood is a prequel to the original Call of Juarez game, which didn't receive the warmest reception upon release. However, Techland took the criticism to heart and worked to improve on the original shortcomings, resulting in a game that stands out from its predecessor in all the right ways. As you take on the role of the McCall brothers in Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, you'll find yourself swapping between the perspectives of both Thomas and Ray throughout the game. Thomas is more agile and can swing on a lasso, while Ray is slower but skilled in using explosives. This variety adds a unique touch to the gameplay, making it an enjoyable and replayable experience. The game features a shooting gallery style of gameplay where you rampage through towns, taking down enemies as you go. It's surprising to see that guns have stats and you can collect better ones, which adds a nice little touch to the game. Shooting feels responsive and satisfying, making it fun to mow down enemies. One of the standout features of the gameplay is the auto-aiming system, which makes it easier to take out enemies but also keeps the action flowing smoothly. By removing the need to constantly aim, players can focus more on movement and strategy, allowing for a satisfying pace and energy to the shootouts. Ducking behind cover and popping out to take out enemies in quick succession feels particularly satisfying as you navigate the environments and outmaneuver your opponents. However, the only gameplay element that didn't sit well with me was the dueling. Various showdowns throughout the game force you to use the right stick to get close to your gun without getting too close, or else you'll be in trouble and the main character will wag his finger at you. You have to wait till the clock chimes and then you must reach for your gun with the right stick and shoot. But let me tell you, bosses shoot incredibly fast, making it a pain to do over and over and over again until you perfect the movement and timing. Unfortunately, more levels end with dueling than without it, and having to slog back through these kind of poorly controlling dueling sections throughout the whole game and every level, I was like, I really hope this doesn't end with a dueling section. It was a bit upsetting. Despite this though, shooting and killing itself never got boring. With each level lasting around 20 minutes, each level offers short bursts of great fun. And Call of Juarez Bound in Blood impresses with its carefully crafted levels, taking you from Native American tribal lands to Wild West settlements that offer a pleasing variety of heights and buildings to explore. Despite the linear progression, the environments are detailed and feel fully lived in, without any sense of emptiness. One of the aspects I loved most about this game was the levels set in the woods. The way the levels were designed with strategic vantage points from the hills and cover offered by trees and rocks, it was all excellently laid out. It added a layer of depth to the gameplay, making it more strategic and requiring the player to think tactically about their positioning and approach to each encounter. Graphically, I think this game is well done. Although character animations may not be impressive, nonetheless, the consistency in the game's visual style helps immerse you in this Wild West world. While the graphics may not be mind-blowing, the game's overall aesthetic works really well together. The characters in this game are a key factor in making the game immersive and enjoyable. Despite some repetitive lines, the brothers' connection is a standout feature. The banter between the two brothers is characterized by some rather dull lines, including "leave some for me" and "don't stand there like a bump on a log." While these quips may not be very humorous, they do convey a strong sense of a brotherly dynamic between these two characters. Though they're playful, ribbing, and teasing, it's all clear that these brothers share a close bond and enjoy having fun with each other. The use of classic Western movie cliches in the plot adds to the overall fun of the game. The story is well told, and by the end I found myself actually invested in the brothers' journey. The plot of the game is jam-packed with action and adventure, featuring a complex love triangle, a quest for ancient Aztec gold, and a Native American gun deal gone awry. The sheer amount of events and twists in this story is truly remarkable, making it a thrilling ride from start to finish. While the plot may seem over the top, it is undeniably enjoyable to follow and will keep you on the edge of your seat throughout. The music is also worth mentioning, as it has a huge cinematic western feel that fits perfectly within this game's world. The sound design is also top-notch, featuring great gun sounds and ghost town winds that add to the game's overall atmosphere. While Call of Juarez Bound in Blood may not have revolutionized the gaming industry, it's a solid piece of storytelling and an entertaining experience. And the multiplayer mode in this has actually gained a dedicated following among fans, but unfortunately, due to the game's age, finding servers at certain times can be a challenge. Despite this, from what I've seen, it appears to be a solid class-based shooter that could provide a thrilling experience for those able to find matches. The shooting mechanics of the games are well crafted and responsive, which I can imagine translating well to multiplayer battles against other people. And I was unable to personally experience the multiplayer mode, I can see why it has gained such a cult following among fans of the game. And overall, I highly recommend checking out Call of Juarez Bound in Blood. This fast-paced, Wild West shooting game offers a fun shooting gallery experience with a lot of replayability. Although the dueling system can be frustrating and the story can be a bit silly at times, it adds to this game's charm. The well-crafted levels offer a nice variety, and the characters are surprisingly likable. Unfortunately, the multiplayer mode is now dead, but it looks like it was a solid class-based shooter, and if you do get a group of people, I bet you would have a blast with it. And I beat the game in around 5.5 hours, making it a quick and enjoyable experience. And looking at my ranked list of Xbox 360 games, it takes the number 6 slot, just above Dante's Inferno, as Bound in Blood has fewer dull moments. But I'm going to put it below Alice Madness Returns because I preferred the world of Alice. Well, that wraps it up today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below. Also like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment if you've played this game before. If you've played the multiplayer, I'd love to hear your opinions and feelings on this one. But I'll see you here next time at Camp Xbox.